In the wind-swept cliffs of Lyme Regis, a young woman with calloused hands and an unbreakable spirit would unearth secrets that would shake the scientific world. But her name would be nearly forgotten by history. Mary Anning was born in 1799 in Lyme Regis, a small coastal town in Dorset, England. Her family was poor, struggling to survive by selling curiosities they found along the rocky shoreline. Her father, a carpenter, taught Mary and her brother how to hunt for curiosities, fossils that wealthy collectors would buy. But tragedy stalked the Anning family. Of 10 children, only Mary and her brother Joseph survived childhood. Her father died when she was just 11, leaving the family in crushing poverty. Despite having no formal education and being a woman in a time when scientific discovery was almost exclusively a man's world, Mary would become one of the most significant fossil collectors of the 19th century. The rocky, dangerous cliffs of her hometown would become her laboratory, her classroom, and her lifeline. Mary's journey was fraught with incredible obstacles. As a working-class woman in early 19th century England, she faced multiple barriers: extreme poverty, limited education, and a scientific community that systematically excluded women. Each fossil she discovered was not just a scientific specimen, but a potential lifeline for her struggling family. The cliffs of Lyme Regis were treacherous, landslides were common, and fossil hunting was dangerous work. Mary would spend hours chipping away at limestone, often risking her life to extract prehistoric creatures from the rock. Her technique was meticulous. She wasn't just digging. She was carefully preserving and reconstructing entire prehistoric ecosystems that no one had ever seen before. In 1811, when Mary was just 12 years old, she and her brother Joseph made a discovery that would change scientific understanding forever. They unearthed a massive skull of what would later be identified as an ichthyosaur, a marine reptile that lived during the Jurassic period. This wasn't just a fossil. It was the first complete ichthyosaur skeleton ever found. Over the next decades, Mary would go on to discover numerous groundbreaking fossils. Her most famous find was the first complete plesiosaur skeleton in 1823. These discoveries challenged existing scientific understanding about extinction, prehistoric life, and the history of our planet. She meticulously cleaned, prepared, and reconstructed these fossils, developing techniques that would become standard in paleontology. Yet, despite her incredible discoveries, the scientific establishment of her time consistently marginalized her. Male scientists would purchase her fossils, publish papers about them, and rarely give her credit. Her gender and social class meant that she was seen more as a curiosity hunter than a serious scientific contributor. The scientific community of the 19th century was ruthlessly hierarchical and sexist. Despite her incredible discoveries, Mary Anning was consistently overlooked. She was not allowed to join scientific societies, could not publish her own papers, and was often reduced to being a local curiosity. When she died in 1847, at the age of 47, she was relatively unknown outside of her local community. The male scientists who had built their reputations on her discoveries continued to be celebrated, while her name faded into obscurity. It would take nearly a century for her contributions to be truly recognized. Today, Mary Anning is increasingly recognized as a pioneer who fundamentally transformed our understanding of prehistoric life. She didn't just collect fossils, she helped establish paleontology as a serious scientific discipline. Her meticulous work challenged the prevailing religious beliefs about creation and extinction, paving the way for Darwin's later theories of evolution. In recent years, there's been a significant movement to restore her place in scientific history. The Natural History Museum in London now celebrates her as a crucial figure in scientific discovery. Her story has become a powerful reminder of the countless women whose contributions were erased by the systemic sexism of their time. Mary Anning's life is a testament to the power of curiosity, resilience, and passion. She proved that scientific discovery isn't about privilege or position, but about relentless observation, careful study, and an unquenchable desire to understand the world around us.